Okay, so I'm in a bit of a bad mood. Yeah, I'm not really enjoying today, so I decided to go to Michael's to do a little bit of retail therapy, I guess, which in my case is just wandering around and looking at things that I would like to purchase, most of the times. But I did actually find something while I was there that I thought might be a little fun. They had like their holiday items on sale, and one of those things was this craft kit, like art kit. It's a sunflower, which I think is cute. I think it's a little bit damaged, but whatever. It was the only one that I saw. At least in the sunflower. They had like turkeys and stuff, but I just thought it'd be fun and cute to have this tiny little flower, and it only costs like $3. So I don't know, I thought it might be fun to paint. I don't know if I'm actually going to use the paints that came with it, because I imagine that they're not particularly good. Same with the brush. I think there's a brush in there, which actually it doesn't look like the worst brush. It's very little. It's kind of cute, actually. I mean, this is actually not the worst. Oop. Does not want to focus on it. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst, like, brush I've ever seen in one of these, kits. It actually feels like it could be, like, nylon or something. It's not plastic, maybe. So who knows, maybe I will use it. We'll see. I might not. Yeah, I might not use it, but it's there, and then they gave you an interesting assortment of colors. I mean, at least they gave you all nope, they didn't give you blue. I was gonna say they gave you all 3 primaries, but they did not. They gave me red, yellow, but no blue, which is unfortunate, but I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a sunflower, so why would you need blue, I guess? I might supplement with my own craft paints, because I have like some apple barrel or whatever. The cheap like $1 paints you get from Walmart. I have a few of them, so I might use those. But yeah, so red, orange, yellow, green, brown, and this glittery gold paint, which yeah, that's just straight up glitter. That might be cute. I might use that. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a piece of paper real quick to swatch these. I kind of want to see like what they actually feel like the consistency, because normally these cheap paint sets are absolute garbage. They're really thin and watery and just disgusting. So let me see if I can find a piece of paper and maybe swatch some of these things. It's the back of a sketch paper, piece of paper in my sketchbook. That'll work. But yeah, let's just give them a shot real quick. See what they come out as. And you know what? That actually doesn't look too terrible. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's very thin. I don't know how well this would actually work on this. It looks like it would definitely need more than one layer to get a solid coat. It's very streaky. It's totally off frame too. God, I suck. Oh well, whatever. But yeah, it's about what I expected. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's also just not the best. So I don't know. We might use them a little bit just for funsies, but we shall see. I need to go get a cup of water real quick so I can clean my brush off, and I'll be right back, and I'll start painting this little sunflower with these crappy little paints, see how it goes. Water has been acquired. I think what I'm gonna do is take this out of its, please. Oh, let me have it. There we go. Got it. Fine. All right. So I think what I want to do is obviously paint it, but I think I want to make it look like the sunflower from Plants vs. Zombies, which, if I remember, I'll put a picture up. Oh wait, actually, you know what? I have this guy. It's a stuffed version. Yeah, so this is the sunflower from Plants vs. Zombies, right? It even has its tag still. But yeah, I think I can kind of redo it, give it a face. It won't be weird, probably, hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, I think that'll be fun. Let's do that. I'm gonna set him down. He's gonna be my reference. Okay, I went and I grabbed an extra paper towel, just so we have something to set it on. Let's get started, shall we? Yeah, let's give this a shot. I'm gonna start, I think, with the center of the sunflower, maybe. Let's give that a try. We'll do a little bit of orange. A little bit of orange. Oh, this paint is really, really liquidy. Probably fine. A little bit of orange and a little bit of yellow. Try to mix them together. They're not really, they don't seem to want to do that. That was maybe a little too much brown. Let's give it a shot. What does it look like? Oh yeah, that's not bad. I kind of like it. It is very thin, so that's unfortunate. Might need to do an extra coat, which we should have plenty. Yeah, that's not too bad. Maybe this would have been a better color for the pot, though. Yeah, it is a little bit, I think, too dark, so I might need to put a little bit of extra yellow in there. Yeah, it's too orange. I think that, like I said, fine color for the pot maybe. So let's just try adding some yellow. I don't think I like this yellow. It just disappears like the second you put it in another color. I might open up my white paint and see what I can't do to like sort of dull it down, because the sunflower doesn't have like a super orange middle bit. It's more brown. And I think it's a less saturated. I think that's the problem. I think the problem I have with this is it's too saturated. I want it to be a slightly duller brown. But I don't know, maybe it's a look. I think that these are acrylics. Like, that would be will make the most sense. Yeah, that's a little much, but let's just keep going. We'll come back and I might try to change the tone a little bit later. But let's just keep going. I'm gonna add the sunflower's petals now. Yellow. Maybe I should have like actually cleaned my brush before just dumping my dirty brush into yellow. I don't know if it's hot. I don't know if I like it. It's not too bad. I'm kind of actually surprised it's yellow. Like these colors that the paints that came with the set That's
for spending
not
$3 on it.
I'm kind of actually surprised a little bit.
They
Like
came out pretty good.
these colors
I
that
gotta remember
are
to
the
do the
paints
back of it.
that came with the
There's
set.
some orange in it.
For
probably
spending
should've
$3
cleaned
on
the,
it. They came out.
brush
They came
before
out pretty
just
good.
sticking it in
I
there,
gotta
but
remember
whatever.
to do the back of it.
You live and you learn. Sometimes.
I mean, I guess I could just
Sometimes you
leave
just
the
don't
back
learn.
unfinished.
It's fine.
Nobody looks at the back. It's fine.
I'm not going to. That would be ridiculous.
That's kind of cute.
I don't know. I just thought this was really kind of adorable. This little clay.
I used to get these kinds of like clay.
Oh, there's some orange in it.
Yeah,
or
probably should have cleaned
whatever this is.
brush before just
Ceramic?
sticking it in there, but whatever.
You live and you learn.
Could figure it out, but I'm not going
Sometimes.
to.
Sometimes you just don't learn. It's fine.
I used to get these all the time when I was a kid, not like in these special packages, but when I went to like Walmart when I was a
just
kid
thought
with
this was
my
really
dad,
kind of
they used to
adorable.
have like this little
Clay.
thing.
They
I
would
used to
have
get
these
these
little,
kinds of like clay
or
things like this that
whatever
you
this
could grab
is.
and then paint. And I used to
ceramic?
love doing it when I was a kid.
I probably
I think
could
like
figure
in
it
terms
out,
of
but I'm not going to.
I used to get these
Easy
all the time when
craft
I was a kid,
supplies
not
and
like in these special
fun.
packages, but
It's probably the
when
most
I went
fun.
to like
It's just to
Walmart when I
paint
was a
a
kid
little
with my
object.
dad, they used to have like this little thing. They would have
I think
these
I'm
little,
gonna try to give it a little bit more detail than I would have when I was a kid.
clay things like this that you could
But yeah,
grab
no,
and then
I used
paint.
to love doing these. I used to
I
have
used
a
to love
dinosaur,
doing
I
it when I
think.
was a kid. I think like in terms of, I don't know if they still do them. I'm sure they do. They have to,
Easy
right? Little clay
craft
figures that you
supplies
can
and go and get and paint on.
fun. It's probably the most fun. It's just to paint a little object.
Yeah, this yellow
I think I'm
is
going to
very,
try to give it a little bit more detail than I
I mean,
would
it's
have when I was a
okay.
kid.
It's going over fairly well, but yeah,
It's
no,
a very,
I used to love doing these.
I used to have a dinosaur, I
Transparent.
think.
It's not covering up the other paint very well. Might take some.
I don't know if they
coats
still do them.
to
I'm sure they do.
Probably
They
should
have
be
to,
a little
right?
bit more
Little
careful.
clay
But whatever.
figures.
Figures that you can go and get and paint on. Yeah, this
Anyway,
yellow
I'm gonna
is
just
very
quickly speed through. And
I mean, it's
try to get the
okay.
rest
It's
of
going
these
over
petals
fairly
done.
well, but it's a
And then
very
we'll move on.
transparent.
So,
it's not covering
petals are
up
done.
the other paint very well.
I mean, the
Might
base
take some
coat. I kind of want to do a
more
little bit
coats
more because,
to do that.
you know,
Probably
like I
should have been
said,
a little bit more careful,
it's
but
been a
whatever.
while since I've done one of these. Probably not since I was a kid, and I never really did any like shading or anything. I usually just did flat colors and called it a day.
I'm gonna just
But I
quickly
don't know,
speed
maybe
through
doing
and
something a little bit
try
more
to get
fun.
the rest of these petals done.
Might be fun, and then we'll move on. Might. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, honestly though, I'm kind of impressed. This paint works fairly well for what it is. And I mean, I got this for $3. Actually, I think it was like $2.50 something, but whatever. I think originally it was priced at $7.99, maybe, US. So I mean, for $7.99, I guess not bad. Probably, I don't know if I would buy it for $7.99. I remember, like I said, these little sort of things being on sale for like a couple of dollars, but they weren't, I guess, this big or this cute. And I needed something to brighten my day, and what's brighter than a sunflower? But yeah, I think it's going well. Now to move on, I think I'm gonna get the stem and the leaves done, and then we'll work on the pot. It might be fun. I wish I had like some fake grass or something I could put up here because it's very smooth. It might look cool if I had some fake grass, which I don't, but I wonder if I've got anything I can make fake grass with. I'll have to look. It'd probably stick pretty well to this. That's another thing, like it's very, it feels very like clay-like, so it is taking the paint really well. The paint sure do stick. Anyway, let's move on. I'm sorry. Why am I like this? I don't know. Time for leaves. This green might be a bit oversaturated as well. That's the only problem I'm having with these colors, is that they're very saturated, and I don't know if I like that. I guess that's fine, because Plants vs. Zombies is pretty saturated. I'm just thinking that it might be nice to, like, I like starting with a lighter color and then getting darker. But we'll see. Just gonna get a base. It should, in theory, be okay to layer over with lighter colors anyway. Also, this green is thin enough that, like, spraying it out kind of lightens it up. Okay. This one I'm having a little bit of problem with. The first time I've tried the green, and it is very streaky. So this might be one of those things that requires more than one coat. The yellow came out really well, which, I mean, I'm kind of surprised by, but at the same time, I guess that makes sense. It's a very light color, so it's easy to sort of not notice any errors. But this green is very streaky. So we might need another coat. I'm also trying to, like, not get green on the petals like I just did. That's kind of hard. Because the brush is a little bit big, and trying it into these tiny areas is a little annoying, but whatever. Otherwise, the brush is actually fairly decent. I wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting the brush to be good. But I'm not getting any of those weird issues that, like, usually happens with, like, Crayola brushes. Like, the bristles are sticking together. They're not, like, shedding all over the place, which is another problem I have with really cheap brushes. The only problem, I think, is that it is a fairly large brush, but, like, whatever. It works. It does its job. I can switch to a smaller brush for any fine details that I may add. I probably won't add too many details. I just kind of want to get into these crevices. Anyway. Okay. The green's not good. It's not great. I mean, it's about as good as this weird orangish brown thing that I've done up here. So maybe it needs another coat. I'll do that in a minute. But yeah, the paints are a little streaky, but for $8 value, I don't expect much. I'm having fun. That's what matters. Anyway, let's keep going. Also, this paint, I don't know what it is, but it smells bad. It smells real bad. I don't know why it smells bad. It just do. Don't know why I'm mentioning this. You can't smell it. But just take my word for it. It does smell bad. Okay, that's definitely going to be needing another coat. But for now, the green is done. Let's get the pot. Which is probably when I'm going to have to stop holding it. I suppose I could do actually the top of it first, which I suppose should be dirt. And then maybe find something to glue on top of it at some point, but that won't happen today, so let's just go. Yeah, nope. Okay. That's worse. So it seems like the darker the color, the streakier it gets. I don't know why the yellow looked so fine, but this isn't great. It doesn't even, it's too orange. I think that's supposed to be like the pot color, but like it's not dark enough. So I think this is when I'm gonna crack open some of my paints. So this is from, Apple Barrel. They're cheap acrylic paints. They usually work fairly well. So let's try that out. Good. Dirt. Fine. Yeah. So, now that I have decided to start using the Apple Barrel, I think I can go ahead and try
making a terracotta color, maybe? I don't know.
Okay, before I move on to the pot, actually, I think this color would look okay with the middle bit here. It's a little bit more golden yellow. Yeah, it's got that more muted tone I was looking for, rather than this really orangish red tone. And I think it'll go down pretty nicely, so let's just cover that up real quick. Yeah, I think that looks better. Just gonna mix a very tiny amount of red into it, because I want that little, like, almost reddish orange color like this one, but I don't want to have to use like 3 billion coats, so let's see if we can get it to work. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. It is cute. I like it. Oh, that's adorable. I'm gonna do a new coat of green, and then do another coat on the petals, and then start doing just a little bit of like really basic shading. But I need to replace my camera battery real quick, so let me go do that. I have this lighter green. I kind of want to start with the lighter green, and then I can use the Kelly green to maybe darken some areas. But the green in Plants vs. Zombies is pretty bright, so I think this is a better choice. And just look at how much smoother it goes on. Beautiful. If Apple Barrel can give me cheap, high quality paints, I don't see why these tiny little paint kit things can't have some decent paint. And I don't like the whole excuse, oh, it's for children. I don't know. When I was a kid, bad art supplies upset me. They made me not want to do art, because, like, nothing ever worked right. It always looked crappy. I mean, I can understand some stuff, like crayons and stuff, and some colored pencils being a little bit maybe less pigmented, that's okay. But, like, crappy paints, crappy paintbrushes, I don't know, just some decent quality. I'm not looking for the highest quality, but, like, this isn't terrible. Okay, let's start shading, detailing, whatever. Okay, I think the petals are done. This is taking me a lot longer than I thought it would, but of course everything does. So it's not surprising. We're gonna move on now, though, to the leaves, possibly. I really want to put the face on, but I think that'll be last. Well, that's the petals and leaves done. I think all that's really left is the pot, and then of course the face, but we'll do that at the end. I'm not sure how to go about shading the pot. Probably probably a little bit more simplistically. I take too long, but this has been fun. Yeah. We'll keep going. Okay, so onto the pot. I'm gonna try to mix a little bit of this purple in with my pot color to try and get a slightly muted version. I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll just have to find out. I'm gonna actually... Is this better? I kind of want to try putting it here. Yeah, that looks okay, I think. If I blend it out, it'll probably be fine. Just thinking a little bit of shadow right underneath like the rim of the pot. I had a pretty decent idea what I was going to do for the flower, but I've gotten done with the flower. Now I'm not sure what to do anymore. So if we start with like maybe a little bit like that and then just keep going around the... Just trying to go back and forth between like the different colors I'm trying to use here to get sort of a decent blend and a decent like overall kind of gradient look between my shadow up top and then the highlight in the middle where I assume sunlight would hit, and then I might put a little bit more like of the dark color down here as well, so we can get that sort of nice kind of gradient shadow out to the edge. I will say this little brush that came with this flower is holding up fairly well. A lot better than I thought it would. Well, I don't think that's okay. I mean, I don't think that's too bad. I got that kind of gradient I was going for. It's like darker towards the top and it lightens up here, and then of course we have the rim slightly lighter too. So I think that's good. Now the only real thing I wanted to kind of do was add a little bit of variety or texture, I suppose, to the top here, just because it is one kind of flat shade of brown. I also need to touch up some stuff because I'm a messy painter. So let me grab my brown because I ran out. Okay, so I kind of did some painting off camera. I don't know if you can actually see, but I have kind of, I guess you can kind of tell here. I repainted this like dirt layer. Like I completely painted over it and started it over. I painted over with like a lighter brown color and then like went in to try and like get a little bit of texture, which you can kind of see. I think it works better in person. It's still not quite what I was going for, I think, but I just honestly think that I'm not gonna get like that sort of raised texture from such cheap, like thin paints. So instead, I think I'm gonna say that I'm fine with this for now. Maybe at some point I will go get like that fake grass that they sell and like put it on here, but honestly I think it looks pretty good as is. And I think that's like, honestly, we're almost done here. This has taken me much longer than I intended for it to take. I guess kind of goes back to, I started this in a bad mood, to be honest, and that was like several days ago at this point. And I'm in a bit of a better mood, but I don't know. I just don't have a lot of time to sit down and like really tackle things as much as I'd like to, but we're almost finished and I'd really like to try to get it finished now. I think what, I mean, I don't know why I'd say I think. Really the only thing that I really want to do now is try and add the face, because I think I said this, I'm trying to sort of do the Plants vs. Zombies sunflower, and as you can tell, she has a beautiful face. So I need to get that on here, and it's really small, and I imagine that this is going to be kind of tricky. So let's just, let's just go for it, I was thinking maybe I'd do it with like a pen, but maybe not. I've done this all with paint so far, and I'm pretty sure paint's maybe the best choice. Besides, I have black on hand. Let's just do it. And I have a really tiny brush somewhere, so getting really little detail shouldn't be the hardest thing. And I can just put it anywhere all this paint's dried up because, like I've said, it's been a couple of days. It's been several days. I only have like, I don't know, 30 minutes, like an hour maybe after work to really work on anything, so it's a bit of a bummer. But anyway, we're here now. Let's try it. We're not even gonna, this is, I think, the smallest brush I have, and I'm gonna start really small. I don't know, I guess maybe I'll try to get like the smile in place first. The one thing I do love about paints is that they're very easy to paint over. Oh, I don't know if I like that. It's going too far down. So if I really mess it up, I can really just redo it. Okay, that's good so far. And then we're gonna have her mouth open like she is on a little plushie. Kind of cover up some of these little mistakes I've made. The surface of the flower isn't perfectly like flat too, so I probably should have considered that first, but whatever. Okay, I think that's so far so good. I hope the red goes over fairly easy, because she needs like a little tongue, of course. Why a sunflower has a tongue, I don't know, but you know, whatever. Why are plants fighting zombies in the first place? Okay, I think we're gonna let that dry. Let's try to add the eyeballs. I kind of like it. She definitely has like the soulless vibe going on though, because the white specks are missing, so I'm gonna fix this eyeball. It's a little bit wonky compared to the other one. The other one looks really nice. Some white paint, just a tiny, tiny little dot right in the corner here to brighten up those eyeballs. Can you see it? Yeah, that works. That actually shows up pretty well on camera, I think. Okay, that's definitely gonna need another coat. I'm gonna let it sit there and dry for just a second, and then come back and try to add a little bit more, see if I can get the opacity of it up. But yeah, so far so good. We're almost done. It's been a few more minutes. I did off camera add one more coat of red. I want to add just one more to see if I can just get it to show up even a little bit better, but honestly I think we're almost done. After this this is it. This is the finish. I think that's where we're calling it. I don't know if you can like really see it on camera too much, but honestly I don't think layering it anymore is gonna help any. I mean, I might try some other time, but I think for now I'm calling it quits. This has been really fun. I always love these little ceramic things. I mean, I don't think I would have paid the original price of like $8 for just this, because I ended up having to use mostly my own paints, because these little things are garbage. Although I'm kind of intrigued. I might keep this just because I'm pretty sure that's just straight up glitter at the end. And I have a fondness for gold and glitter, so maybe. I don't want to add it to this because that, well, maybe I could add it to the dirt. That might be fun. I'll think about that. But for now, I think this is where we're ending it. God, it looks so silly. I love it. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed. And I guess if you like, if not, don't. I don't know, I'm not in charge of you. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.